And we are live. Welcome back, guys. This is Cleveland Cards Podcast coming at you. My name's Keith, also King of Cards 8 on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all the social medias. I'm here with my nephew, Trading Card Investor.
What up? What up? Is Rob back, aka Trading Card Investor? What's up, Keith? Man, excited to bring back the podcast. How you doing today?
I'm great, dude. Feeling good. Definitely.
Hell yeah.
Definitely glad we got this back rolling, man. This is, back home. Feels good.
Man, meant to do this podcast, man. We got some exciting shit to talk about today. It is Championship Sunday.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm
we got
excited
some big
to watch
games
some football,
today,
man.
This is gonna be some good games. I mean,
Man. Honestly, you want to start off? Let's just start talking about the games right away. I feel like that's what people want to hear. Let's go with that. Talk about first the Bengals and the Chiefs.
Dude.
Burrow versus Mahomes. Could we ask for a better matchup out of the AFC,
you really
man?
can't, bro. I mean, honestly, come on, you really can't. I think
Joe Burrow has been hot. He has been on a tear. That last game against the Bills, wow.
He really showed himself, man. He showed what he can do. He proved himself. I think, dude, he's an icon, man. Did you see the clip of him in the snow and he was like,
he whipped it, turned his back on the throw, dude. There's a clip of him talking. They were like, "Oh, do you feel like you're championship material?" It was something along those lines. He's like, "I've always felt that way." Like he's just cold,
dude,
man.
He really is. What they call him, Joe Snow or something like that?
Joe Shiesty.
Yeah, it was. Man, I don't know, man. Who do you taking on that though? Cincinnati Bengals got 2.5. The over and under is 48.5. If you were to bet on it,
I honestly am taking Bengals money line for sure today. I think the Bengals got it done. I don't see Mahomes being able to get out of the pocket like he normally is because of that ankle injury that he had last week. He's just really, I think he's not going to be himself. And Joe Burrow is just, he's in his zone. So I really think, Bengals are about to do it.
Yeah, and that is actually a smart bet to run the money play. You're not playing with no points. You're not playing with no, over and under. You know what I mean? Just straight up. Put a couple $100 on it, man, and I think you got that one. I think that's the line.
I got a couple nice bets for that Bengals game. I do a couple like the first touchdown scores because they're such high returns.
Oh yeah.
I think the Bengals are going to come out hot. So a couple guys that were really high on the odds. Hayden Hurst was plus 1,500. Their tight end. He catches some touchdowns every now and then. He hasn't caught a lot recently, but he's a guy that could do it for sure.
Yeah, 100%. I agree.
$12 bet on that turns into $200 if it hits.
That's
smart. That's and then also, I put another $12 on Tyler Boyd because I split a $25 bet between him and Hurst.
Okay.
And if he scores the first touchdown, that's $290 payout. So those are two guys that really. Boyd caught that first touchdown against the Bills when they were playing before the DeMar thing. It's not an unrealistic bet, and it's a 20x payout. So if the Bengals get the first touchdown, it's pretty likely it's going to be one of those dudes. You know what I mean?
No, that's a good play. I like that. You know what I mean? Look at the one kid. He bet $5 and won $72,000.
That's ridiculous.
From first, it was a 3-leg, I think, and it was all first touchdown scores.
Yep,
it was literally insane. He hit all of them.
That's
for
crazy.
$5, he paid out like $72,000.
My buddy hit a 5 to 900 2 nights ago on basketball. Oh my gosh, could you imagine? That's the cool thing about it, though.
No, it is, man. The biggest one I hit was a 3-leg parlay with basketball. I hit 350.
Nice.
And I hit all of them. The first one, I won by 1 point. I was like, it was Cavs. It's like, oh my God.
It's always the best when you win by 1 point, but then when you lose by 1 point.
Yeah, you're disgusted. You're like, what the heck?
But then I also got Bengals with the money line. I got $100 on that. And then I got a boosted odds Jamar Chase anytime touchdown score, 25 down. If he scores a touchdown, I hit 56.
Yeah, so those are almost locks.
Jamar definitely is going to be targeted a lot in the red zone. I don't think it's a bad play by any means. You know what I mean?
Right. No, man. With Mahomes being hurt, I think that's going to play a huge part in this game, man. Yeah, they can pump him with adrenaline and painkillers or whatever, but you're just not going to be 100% on your game, man. It's just
I think it's really unfortunate because if he wasn't hurt, it would have made for one hell of a game. Him and his pull, but
don't get me wrong though. His line will protect him, and they showed that in the last game. Like that line, bro, is so solid. They protect him every time.
And the Chiefs they're going to be scary regardless. They're not a team that's even with a bad ankle. Mahomes is still Mahomes. He's going to come out and he's going to show some tricks, right?
Right.
And then one more odd bet that DraftKings had boosted was Travis Kelce and Jamar Chase each get 50 receiving yards and Joe Burrow to hit 200 passing yards. And that's 50 to $100. So I think that's almost a freebie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a really easy bet.
Yeah, they kind of put in those plays to kind of like, free money.
Yeah.
They put a $50 limit on it,
Yeah, yeah. They don't want you
Yeah.
winning too much. They
I
hit
take
a lot.
a couple of those.
Yeah, but I think that wraps up the Bengals game. That's my prediction again. I think Bengals win probably a score like a 27-21, maybe like a 27 to like maybe like a 30-24. I think it'll be still a little bit high scoring. I think the Chiefs are going to score a couple touchdowns, but I just don't think they're going to be as good as they used to be with being hurt.
And I'm going to run with you on that one. I think Cincinnati Bengals take this one. I think Joe Burrow is the man this year.
Yeah, man, he's
shine, man.
Yeah, and then the Eagles and the Niners, man, this game is crazy. Who would have ever thought Brock Purdy could carry the team to the NFC Championship game? It's nuts.
The only rookie out of that class, bro.
Dude.
Nobody would have thought that. That
helps the value of the wax and that stuff so much. So honestly, it's a really good thing that this happened for the market.
But you know what's crazy too? Like bringing cards into the situation that he is so short print. He's only in a few products. He was the last rookie, to really get in those products. So there's not a lot of him. So people need to understand too, that increases the value of his card because it's so short print. There's not a ton of them,
People got to be smarter, man. I'm seeing select draft pick autos sell them for $300. Like, if you guys didn't learn your lesson last year, you got to learn it this year. As soon as Prism comes out, as soon as Optic comes out, as soon as any of these other set comes out, those cards are going to depreciate at 90% of what they're at now. And it's not a joke. Like, it'll literally go from $350 to a $30 card in no time. So, like, don't be the stupid guy who's caught with the Brock Purdy cards. Don't be the one who invested all your chips because you were excited that your team made the playoffs. Like, you're going to get stuck with the bag, and it's going to hurt bad.
Dude, so don't chase the hype in that situation.
Yes,
like, if you want that card, wait till this championship's over. Wait till to see what he does. Then next year, buy that card at a realistic price. All these guys are spending thousands right now. I don't know what they're doing. I mean, you're just going to get...
Well, you got to have common sense and think, even if he wins a Super Bowl, Mahomes has won a Super Bowl, what is his draft pick stuff doing? Even his auto for a draft picks card is probably as much as the Purdy's are right now. And Purdy's not Mahomes yet, even if he does win a Super Bowl. So it's like, you have no room to win if you're buying those cards. No matter what, you're guaranteed to lose. That's how I see it.
That's rule number one in this game, man. Never buy into the hype, sell the hype.
The hype will kill you, man.
Sell the news.
Burned by the hype.
Yes.
You
never buy the hype. You sell the hype, man.
Yeah, but in that game, the Eagles-Niners, I think Purdy's going to show that he's a rookie this game. I know I said that last week. He didn't look great. I really thought Dallas should have won that game, but Dak Prescott is just ass. No way around.
That's sad.
He's just ass.
Dude, they had Cowboy fans breaking their TVs, lighting their jerseys on fire. There's a lot of passion when it comes to football and disappointment, like you're hoping your team. I mean,
that's one of those games where they had so many chances.
Yes.
So many times you touch the ball. You're playing this rookie QB that can't move the ball at all. Your defense is doing great, and your offense is just flatline.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That sucks, man.
Don't get me wrong, man. Niners defense, hell of a defense. They're going to challenge Jalen Hurts today. The Eagles haven't seen a defense like this, and it's going to be a hell of a game. But
it is.
That Niners offense, after seeing last week how Dallas played them, and with the Eagles having a really solid defense, they're not going to be able to do anything, man. I think they're going to flatline. You're probably looking at the Niners putting up around 14 points. The Eagles are playing a tough D, but, man, their offense is crazy.
It is.
I think it's going to be like a 28-14 type game, Eagles over Niners.
You're taking the Eagles in this one?
I got so much Jalen Hurts and much Burrow at the last show because if I'm not betting real cash, I'm betting on these cards.
Yeah, true. So we got the 49ers plus 2.5, and then the over and under is 45.5 on those games. I think it's gonna be a low scoring game. I think the Eagles. I'm favoring the Eagles in this one. I like Jalen Hurts. He's the underdog, dude. I love to see the underdog win.
Every game he proves them wrong. Every game, and people still disrespect him.
He's an all the way around quarterback, honestly.
I'll take it. I'll keep buying his cards at half the price of all the other guys that are doing worse than him. I mean, his prices are half of Herbert's right now, and he's in the championship game. Herbert got knocked out in the wild card.
Wow,
don't get me wrong. Herbert stuff's tanking, but these guys, they don't know how to think. They don't know what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Literally insane, man. That really is. How could you? I don't know. I think Hurts has. I think he's got it, man. He's an all-star quarterback, dude.
One of the dudes on the team, there was a quote of an interview, and it was like, what's it like playing with Jalen Hurts? And then he's like, it's like playing with the Michael Jordan of football. And I was
That's
like,
dope.
damn,
That's
that's sick.
fire. That's
To have your
fire.
teammates hype you up and back you up like that. And that's the reason why they've had their success, man, is that culture. Like, everyone on that team believes in Jalen Hurts. And every single time he's showing up and being like, I'm not going to let you guys down. You know
Right.
what I
No,
mean?
and he's proven it. He really is, man. He's going all the way. You know what I mean?
100%. So
And it's gonna be
championship
dope.
Sunday, I got the Bengals, I got the Eagles, straight up. Going to be a great game. I didn't really take much bets for that game. I got AJ Brown first touchdown scorer, and then I got Eagles. I took the -2.5, $50 wager to pay out 95, and that's pretty much all I'm playing on that. So
Right. I mean, it's
I
not a
got a lot
huge
of
spread.
Jalen Hurts cards, so that's my bet.
Right. Trying to favor it. No, I'm liking the Eagles myself, man. I think it's time. I think Jalen Hurts deserves it, and he proved it. You know,
Yeah, he
he's
has
here
been for
now.
sure.
You know,
100%. So that'll wrap up that segment, Championship
you.
Sunday. I want to talk next about what to buy like today. You know what I mean? What we're looking at with the market coming up, because football is coming to an end and things are going to start transitioning. We're going to be going into like a colder period after these playoffs are over, where you guys
True.
got to try and get out of a lot of your football right now before it's too late.
I
You know what I
totally
mean?
agree. Yeah. I mean, it's that time. You know,
Yeah.
or you're
Well,
gonna
when
hold on to it. You know.
Exactly. Don't get caught with the bag with your football cards, because what you'll notice is that, weirdly enough, even the guys who are out of the playoffs, like the Trevor Lawrences who did good, like the Kyler Murray's, weird, maybe not Kyler because he's kind of a weird case, but other quarterbacks, their prices are actually still going up right now, even
Yeah.
though they're not in the playoffs, because of the general market hype. So what you're
Yes.
going to see is, as soon as the Super Bowl's over, the few weeks after that, everyone goes down. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter who it is. It doesn't matter about the hype for next season. It's not the season for football. That's also the time where it's best to buy, but it's not the time where you want to get stuck with your cards. So sell your football, or you're going to be stuck with the bag until next preseason.
Right. And I feel like people in the sports cards market though, like they seen how well Trevor did. They seen how well this one did. So they want to like they don't mind spending that money to invest in them. And
Right.
right now is that time to do that. You know, when football's over, people forget about it. They move on to basketball or
Yep.
life happens. They're wrapped up in something else. So definitely, if you got cards you want to sell them and make some money, extra money right now. Now's the time to do it. Or if you want to pick up a few players you like, wait till this is over, pick up a few players for cheap, and next season, baby, hold
Yeah,
on to them.
no, for real. Sell that. Sell your football cards now, and in 3 months, buy the same card back at 70%, because that is exactly what's going to happen. It happens every year. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's always
Honestly,
like that.
anything football, I'm selling. Like, I only have Burrow and Hurts, really, and some other legends, things like that don't really depreciate.
Right.
And as soon as they win, both of them win, because I know they're gonna.
Ah,
I'm gonna cash out
that's
before the Super
funny.
Bowl. You know what I mean? So that's definitely the play. You don't want to get caught with the bag. That's
Right. You
100%.
definitely don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, so that's the stuff that's what to do with your football. But what to buy today is raw basketball to grade. We're running
Totally agree.
really close to the window where it's going to be too late to send out your subs before the playoffs start. So
Right.
right now is the time to pick up those raw cards, pick up that raw basketball, stuff like that, and send it off to where you're getting that stuff back by the postseason.
Yeah, 100% I agree. Like, that's such a good play right now. Basketball's so cheap. You could pick up raw cards for, I mean, they're cheap for superstars. Like,
Ridiculous.
it
I saw
really
a
is.
Ja on card auto on Instagram rookie for 450.
That's disgustingly cheap. I mean, come on. Right.
Because everyone's eyes are on football, though. You
Right.
know what I mean?
I mean, look at
Everyone's driving by the playoffs.
the Curry you picked up. I
Yeah, I
mean,
picked up
that
a
is
Curry auto.
nasty.
I don't even know if I got it by me, but if I
Like,
do, I'll show it up.
dude, what is it? Prism Curry Auto? Like,
Yeah, Prism Curry
silver?
silver auto for 700, and it's like, even if Curry doesn't make the playoffs or whatever this year, it's just like picking up stuff like that right now. The market in general is at a lower point, so it's like this stuff will go up even if he doesn't make the playoffs. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like players like this is stuff you always want to buy when it's below comps.
I mean, he's a
Silver Curry
goat, man.
penmanship.
Yeah, that is a goat of a player. That is like a no-brainer, and that's so cheap, man. Right now, it's
It
insane.
is. It is. There's a couple guys, honestly, that are really, really good buys, I think. One of them being Brandon Ingram for the Pelicans.
Oh
He's been
yeah.
he's been hurt recently. He's going to come back, and the Pelicans are still looking good without him. They got a chance to contend for the West. Zion's going to be back. It's going to be
But
a
I
good
think too,
season.
last year's rookie class, man, Jalen Suggs, Jalen Green, you got
Yep.
Cade. I mean, I think Cade got hurt. You got
Right,
that
right.
rookie class is honestly solid, man. I picked up a few. I got a lot of them players that I'm just holding on to. They're cheap cards, man.
Oh yeah, especially someone
You
like
know,
Jalen Green right now is such a good buy because the Rockets, they're likely not going to make the playoffs. So like his stuff isn't going to spike crazy this year because he's not going
right?
to be in that mix. It might be smart to even wait off a little bit longer to pick up stuff like that until the playoffs run their course, you know what I mean? But that's something where next year they're going to be competitors. They got a
Yeah.
dude like Sengun there, they got Kevin Porter Jr. That team will come together, and if a team like that turns around, makes the playoffs, his stuff is going to go
Oh
crazy.
yeah, dude.
100%.
And even the Cavs too are popping off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mobley, we got Isaac Cora. I mean, come on, like they've been doing
Garland.
really good. Yeah,
Garland's
Garland.
cheap right now. For
It's
the
so
Cavs, they're going to be a
crazy,
playoff team. He is cheap, and he's a really solid player.
dude. I can't believe how cheap he is right now. I mean, it's
Mitchell's been
insane.
stealing the spotlight. He's been
Right.
going I know he's been hurt the past few games, but Mitchell has been a really good force for Cleveland, man. I'm really happy with how the Cavs have been doing with him.
Oh,
It's
dude.
awesome.
So am
What's been
I.
around.
It's been really cool.
It's been really, really cool. So that's what I'd be buying today. I'd be also be buying guys like Zion, Tatum, Ja, Luca. Those are no brainers in my opinion.
Yeah.
All those guys are going to make the playoffs. All their prices are going to see that steady increase until they get eliminated from the playoffs. So buy now and even sell right when they're in the playoffs, or buy now on some guys that you think are going to make a championship run and try and sell it along that run. That's really the play.
Right. And then the grading. You know what I mean? PSA. Like PSA just what lowered their prices. It's cheaper now. You know what I
Yep.
mean? But I think we were talking about it earlier, just how harsh PSA has been.
PSA has been so strict. The mood at the shows about PSA is actually starting to turn slightly negative, where people are
That's
less likely and
terrible.
less favorable to want to sub their cards to PSA because people are sending out cards where they used to get an 80% gem rate, and now their gem rate's
Right.
dropping to 40%,
Wow.
35%. They are just cracking down. And to be honest, I don't love it because if you look at it, it really is just pop control. Because I have sent
It
off some
is.
stuff where I know it would be a gem. It's gemmed in the past when I've sent it off, comes back a 9, and they're really just trying to pop control stuff, man. They don't want the pops to get
True.
out of hand. They don't want the prices to dip, which is good, but it's also extremely
Yeah, it
frustrating from a
is,
grading
man.
standpoint. You know what I
Like,
mean?
think about it though, bro. Like, we order the kits to clean the cards. Shout out Kurt's card cleaning.
Yep.
We
First card
order
care to
those
go.
kits. Yeah, like we clean the cards. We put that time into it. You send it off. The centering's good, but you still 9, and you're like,
Nine, nine,
why?
nine, nine, nine.
You
Dude, it's like we're in
know,
Germany.
that's
Fucking
what I
nine
mean.
every day. It's
Like, that's crazy.
ridiculous.
I don't think
My
that's
gem
fair.
rate, my gem rate went from 65% to 35% in the past few months. It's been a
But
battle, man.
but
It really
you've
has.
proven it though with I think it was the Tom Brady card. You sent it out, hit you with a 9. He recracked it, sent it back to them, and they gemmed it.
And I didn't even re-clean it. All I did was like wipe the dust from cracking it, the surface or whatever,
Right,
put it right back in a card saver. I knew it was a gem. I sent it out again, got the 10. It's
right.
like this is bullshit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
PSA, get your
You
shit
cannot.
together.
It should not be a 9 one time and a 10 the next time. That's why honestly I like this AGS company that's talking about AI grading.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
don't get me wrong, the value isn't going to hold true to PSA, but PSA needs to implement some more things to improve their consistency
I totally
because the
agree.
inconsistency at PSA is unacceptable.
It really
It
is.
really, it's bad. It
For
is
the
really bad.
money that people are spending to grade
Yeah,
their cards and capitalize them, like you're losing notoriety as a company because people are gonna
100%.
go look for other companies that actually care. I think PSA just fucking. I'm sorry, my language, but PSA just got too big and just
Yep.
they're overhyped, and now I feel like they're full of themselves.
And they're using their power to just pop control, and like it's
Yeah,
just it's so frustrating,
it
man, for
is,
sure,
man.
because you're not think about how many times you send out a card and it gets a 9, how much money that is just being burned. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like that don't get me wrong, it's part of the gamble, and sometimes you're going to think a card's a 10 and you miss the flaw, it's going to 9. That makes sense.
Right.
But I should not be getting cards in at a 9, cracking them, resubbing them, and then they're getting
Getting a
10s.
10, yeah.
That's unacceptable.
That's a perfect example of
we got to be better than that, PSA.
I 100% agree. I mean,
that's not cool.
Dude, you pay for the card, you pay to ship it out, you pay to grade it, you pay for the, to send it back, insurance you pay for. It's like, come on, man. It's a lot of money wrapped up in it.
And then just hit you with a 9. What is good, though, and I will say, I will give them props on this aspect, is that PSA's turnaround time has been amazing. I sent out a 5-card order at the $30 level and a 2-card order at the $50 level. And the 5-card order turnaround time from it left my house to when it was back was under 3 weeks.
That's
really,
beautiful.
really good.
Yeah.
And then the same thing with the $50 level, same turnaround time, under 3 weeks.
Dope.
So that's good. I mean, I'd like to see that.
100%.
I don't want my card sitting at PSA for years like it's 2020.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
So I'm happy to see that. That's good. They're obviously ramping up how many employees they got. The second facility's going. Like, that's awesome.
Right.
Yeah, I'll give them props where they deserve it. So that's a plus.
I mean, they got hit though. 2020, man, that was like insanity. The amount of cards, like.
Of course. Of course.
Mean,
yep. And COVID and how they couldn't have employees. Like, I'm not even dogging them for that, but I'm just saying, like, it needs to be less than a 3-month turnaround for any order.
Yeah.
Realistically, no way it should take 3 months to look at a card put in a slab.
Right. No, I totally agree on that one, man. 100%.
Something that, too, though, that's frustrating with the strictness of PSA is how I noticed they're specifically strict on certain players. And that's something that I'm also not too much of a fan of. Like, if you send out a Curry, a LeBron, or a Kobe, they are going to 9 it 99 times out of 100, man.
That's insane.
And again, it's coming to the point of where they're trying to pop control these superstars because they do get subbed a lot. And I do understand that slightly. But again, man, I'm not really paying for you to pop control my card. I'm paying for you to objectively grade my card on a scale of 1 to 10. That's what I'm paying.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, again, it goes along with the frustration of, in general, them being strict. But I don't like how they're strict on certain players, man. It's
the amount of money you pay for a LeBron, a Kobe, you can't just pull those out of packs. I mean, you can, like, out of 10s and special inserts. But, like, come on, man. To do that to somebody is like, wow. Like, that's insane.
Especially because those are probably people's favorite cards in their collections. You know what I mean?
True.
If they're grading it to keep it, so...
Yeah, somebody goes through one of their old collections they found as a kid and they got LeBrons they want to send in automatically. You're, like, shot from the get. Like, I'd be sick. That'd be sick. That's funny.
We should let's talk a little bit about some local stuff. Let's get into the show of the week. I want to talk about how our show
week. Let's
go.
Yes,
sir. I want to talk about one of my favorite shows on the first episode. It's Only Right. The show that really got me into cards fully again. My first one that hit was Hartville. Card show out at the Hartville Marketplace.
Yeah, it's a great show.
In 2 weeks. Man, do I love Hartville. So what I want to talk about, too, in the segment is for people that are looking to set up at shows, how to do it. So if you wanted to set up at the Hartville Marketplace show, go to Facebook, reach out to Michael Barnes. He's the guy that puts it on, and get on the waiting list, man. Because if you want to talk about a show that's packed out from start to finish, Hartville is one of them.
Yeah, I'll insert like a little clip I got of Hartville, you know what I mean, that just shows people like it's just a really great show, man. Great dealers, great atmosphere, great food, coffee, everything. I mean, that's one of my favorites.
At least for me, it's also one of the best shows to buy, sell, and trade. I don't know. Do you feel the same for you?
Oh, yeah. No, every time I go to Hartsville, I find something. I sell a box. You know what I mean? It's just a great show. The dealers are awesome. They work with you,
Yep. The dealers there are the guys that do it all, too. Like, they're a lot of the same guys. But what's cool, too, is that you'll see a few new dealers, it seems like, each show kind of cycling their way in it. And you like to see that as a buyer.
Oh, 100%. You don't want to look around at the same stuff all the time. I know it's hard to, like, move inventory, get new inventory. But a lot of these older guys, they hold on to stuff.
Always the same shit.
And it's like, as young people, dude, we like to see new. We always, we turn and burn. Not turn and burn, but kind of.
Pace around like every 2 weeks. You know what I mean? I never really have the same stuff.
Right.
Like, that's the whole name of the game. You got to buy and then you got to sell. You can't sit on stuff.
Yeah,
man.
No, the market's continuously moving. So you have to adapt and move with it, buy new players, new this. Who's hot this week? Who's not this week? It's just, I think that's one tip I would say for dealers. Just once in a while, man, new inventory. Just restock, switch it around. you
Well,
know?
what I could even suggest is that for dealers that are looking to bring that new inventory, stop being so hesitant on the modern stuff if you know that it's liquid. So if someone comes up with a Ja
Right.
Morant, let's say a pink camo mosaic rookie, and it's going for $40 all day on eBay, and the dude wants to sell it for 30, maybe $30. As a dealer, offer him 25 bucks, and don't be afraid to sell it for 35 or $30 because yeah, you're not making a killing on it, but what you
Right.
are doing is getting fresh inventory, getting new buyers, getting new customers, building up your business. Like that stuff goes a long way, and people will walk past your table if you show up to a show 3 weeks in a row with the same
Same.
showcase.
Yep. I know I
They,
do.
I don't even look at it. I don't even
Right.
look at some of those guys' tables. I won't waste my time. Also, as a dealer, you gotta be willing to negotiate. Stop being 30% over comps.
Yeah,
Stop
that's
being firm
dead.
on shit that you shouldn't be firm on.
That's
Like
dead.
guys like that too, I leave them in the dust at the card shows. I'm not
Yeah.
at your table. You
Well, I
know?
think that's why you're so successful in the card market. Like Robert goes to every different show, picks up new inventory, selling out, buying more, selling out, buying more. I mean, you're always kids come up to you to
Yeah.
see like, hey, what has he got this week? Because they
Yeah.
know, you just know you got that eye. You know what people are buying.
That's the thing. If you've noticed now, because I've been going to shows for about a year consistently, and I'm really starting to turn and burn and get new inventory. Every single show I'm at, there's about 3 or 4 guys that will specifically come to me to
Yes.
buy me out of 5 or 6 cards every time, no matter what. Because I'm
Right.
always willing to work to give them room on comps. I know how to source stuff at a reasonable price, and I'm not greedy. If I'm making, I talk about this all the time. If I'm making $10 on a card and I could sell 100 cards in a day, like that's the goal. I don't need to
Yeah.
make the $100 per card. I love turning and burning. Like,
Oh yeah,
because
dude.
just like you said, you made a really good point. The market's always moving, so I don't want to sit on a card for a few weeks.
Yeah. Or
You know what
fall
I
in
mean?
love with it. I
Right,
feel
because
like a lot
what
of dealers
happens when
do
it
that.
depreciates? You know what I
Right.
mean? You're screwed. Can't make a profit.
Yeah, you can't have that emotional attachment to. Don't get me wrong. Have a PC. Have something totally separate. But if you're doing shows and you're setting up, just have liquid. Get rid of it. Don't hold on to it.
I got this new one for my PC. I don't think I showed you. It's pretty cool. Uh, fucking from Allen and Ginter.
Oh, I like that.
Post Malone. Isn't that
That's pretty
sick?
dope. Yeah, I do like
Sick
that.
too. I don't know if I showed you this one either. It was cool because me and my girl like to collect cards together. It's Justin Bieber and
Beaver.
Drake in
That's
a
funny.
PSA 10, bro. Isn't that
It's the
sick?
first print too. That's actually pretty
Yeah,
dope.
I know. Like I like celebrity. Like I want to start getting into those like celebrity
That's
autos and shit.
cool.
That stuff's so cool.
It
I like
really
Game of
is.
Thrones. Try and get like the hot chicks auto from Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
pretty
like,
dope. See, well, that's the collector, Like, there's so
right,
many
right.
different. There's wrestling. There's Pamela Anderson cards. There's all kinds of stuff in this game.
Well, you made a really good point in have a PC. Have
Yeah.
stuff that's just for you. This is like you spend your own personal money out of it. Like
Right.
that's just stuff that you collect. But then everything else that you're trying to move, if you're looking to be a dealer or you're looking to flip cards, it's got to be a business.
Yeah.
Just like you said, don't fall in love with stuff. Know what you're into it. Don't be greedy on your profits. Take your wins when you have them in front of you. And that's really been the key to my success in building up my case, man. It's just
Oh,
taking
yeah.
my wins and being ready to deal. That's
For
the best
sure.
advice I can give to any new dealers. And talking about that show of the week, Hartville, that's a great place to do it. So if you guys haven't been to that show yet, go
Check
out
it
to
out.
Hartville,
Yeah.
for sure. Go
For
out to
sure.
Hartville.
And if you're looking for Ohio sports card like shows, there's actually a Facebook group. You know what I mean? That they can join. It's real simple to join. Just look it up on Facebook. What is it? Ohio Sports Card Shows. It's pretty simple.
Yep. Ohio sports card shows. I look at it almost every day because people are posting shows. And what's cool is that they'll post shows that are in Ohio, but then sometimes they'll also post the occasional show that's in like Pittsburgh or Fort
Right.
Wayne, Indiana, right outside the
That's
border. So
worth
if you're
hitting.
in that Dayton area or if you're in that East Side area, you could branch out and start to see some new shows with some new inventory. And I
Yeah.
think that's awesome.
No,
You know
it
what I mean?
is. It's really cool. You know what I mean?
Right, because
Super dope.
it's really important to be involved with stuff like that to find that information. But also, if I could suggest anything, it's to create a card Instagram for everyone that's out there trying to flip cards, man. Because what you
Huge.
really want is you want the connections.
Yes.
That's what I've noticed, like I said before, with those guys that come up and buy from me every time, building up that customer base and building up that relationship with the dealers, it's going to just make it moving shit so much easier. Your
Yeah.
business is going to be so much more successful.
And as like a social media like guy, I do like social media management. any deal you do at a show, take a picture. You know what I mean? Post it on the Instagram. It's free content. If you're opening packs, record it, put it on your Instagram. You could literally just, you can take that Instagram and value from it. You know, it's like, it's priceless, and it don't cost you nothing. You got a phone, pictures, you know, talking to people, answering comments. I mean, like, it's literally that simple.
No, 100%.
So slept on, man. Instagram is just so slept on.
Yeah, and I think people need to take content more seriously in general, because people don't realize if you're in this game and you're already doing the flipping, you're already doing the stuff, building up content is another way to add a revenue stream to your business.
Yeah,
for real.
100% agree. I really do.
I think people should definitely dive in on the content.
For sure. It's so important, man. Especially nowadays. It's all social media. It's everything, dude.
The world we live in.
Yeah. You don't go on the news to check the news. You go on Facebook.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You go on your phone. Like, it's insane. It really is.
Yeah. Dude, we ran through that stuff. We got a lot of the topics done for the day. The only other thing that I really want to talk about that we had on the list was just the new sets coming out, the Mosaic football and basketball that I'm excited for, man.
Yeah.
Mosaic football has some of the coolest looking parallel inserts. Yeah. Same with basketball, man. People love those colors. If you see those colored rookies cheap, you see those honeycombs cheap, man, pick them up because they are easy movers.
Yeah.
People buy that stuff all day.
So liquid.
All day.
Literally stained glass. You got Genesis, honeycomb. I mean, there's literally so you got rookie autos, like, and then even the Mosaic basketball is literally insane. The hobby just dropped, and it is just nasty. I mean, seriously, this LeBron card, definitely about to pick this up.
Oh my gosh, look at that holding all the trophies. That
is such an iconic card, in my opinion.
That's so sick, especially being Cleveland guys, man. Gotta own that one.
Like, have to. Like, slab that up, put that in your PC. Like, that's just a forever card. Come on, that's a time where I watched them win the championship. You know what I mean? Like, that's what sports collecting's about. The day. Yeah, like, that's what it's about, though, man. Like, yeah, buying and selling's cool, but, like, at the end of the day, we really do collect this stuff. We love it. I mean, we have...
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I have my own PC full of that stuff, and, like, that's the stuff I love. But then also being able to run a business with it, too, allows me to contribute to the stuff I love as well, man. So it feeds itself.
It really does, man. It's such a passion. I mean, I got stacks of cards over here by me. It's insane. Yeah. It don't
Trust me, I pulled my Zion case next to me, and I had it open just in case I referenced anything.
Right.
From it.
No, for sure.
So that's why I had that Curry auto already.
So yeah, I mean, I think we touched on like every topic we want to touch on, and are we doing a giveaway this week, or are we just?
Yeah, for sure. Let me I forget where I said it. Let me find it real quick. Oh yeah, that's right, guys. So make sure you guys like this video. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and leave a comment below. We're doing a giveaway for the first episode of Cleveland Cards with Championship Sunday. We got a Joe Burrow Prism Black. We're going to pick one person from the comments. Whoever leaves a comment, maybe leave us your favorite segment. Maybe give us segment ideas, man.
Right, anything.
Whatever it is, leave a comment. We're going to pick one guy, and we're going to ship you out this Joe Burrow Prism Black that's going to double in price after he wins today.
Oh, for sure. So. I'll take the names. I'll randomize them or something like that, and we'll just, post a video and show everybody some love who wins or tuning in. And yeah, man, I think that.
And it was great to be back, and I think that was just an awesome first episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we're really excited to get this going every week. Cleveland Cards is going to be rolling steady, so subscribe.
Cleveland
you see the names at the bottom,
baby.
And let's keep it going.
All right, peace out.
Keith, good talking to you, brother. Talk to you guys later.
Talking.
Yep, yes, sir. Talking to this.
To another episode of Cleveland Cards Podcast. We got
boy,
trading card investor,
yes,
king of cards. Yeah,
oh yeah.
Send us some money.
And the PayPal's in the description.
Right, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo is all available.